Inter-IC or I2C, or sometimes called I2C, is a serial data transfer protocol similar to SPI and UART. It was originally developed by Philips Semiconductors, and as of this recording, it is currently managed by NXP Semiconductors. The reason why we talk about another serial transfer protocol is because SPI, UART, and I2C are all the most commonly used serial transfer protocol to communicate with peripherals and sensors in embedded systems. So for example, if you take a look at the PMODs from Digilent, you'll see that you can actually browse these PMODs by the I2C communication protocol. And as we've seen before, there's actually a bunch of them in here, and you can communicate with them using the I2C. More interestingly, the Nexus 4 board already have a device on it. It's called ADT7420, and that device is made by Analog Devices. It has a bunch of things in it, but the most interesting of which is actually a temperature sensor. And it's actually the purpose of that device is actually a temperature sensor. But the way you communicate with that device is using I2C. Internally, there's an ADC, and it stores its data as digital, but the way we actually access that device and communicate with it and set it up is actually using the I2C. And the reason why we use it is because it's already on the board and it's already wired and connected to the FPGA, so it's pretty easy to test any I2C core that you will develop. So in this module, the ultimate purpose is to develop the I2C in here and put it in slot number 10. We don't have to put it in 10, but that's just an example, and it's just acceptable. And interestingly enough, it only have a couple of wires or a couple of signals that actually has to be outside the SoC. And these two signals are the serial data and serial clock, okay? And the serial data is bidirectional, so the reading and writing happen on that particular line. So it's either reading or writing, so it's not a full duplex communication protocol. And here is the clock is generated by the master. So our ultimate goal is to generate an I2C master controller.